Yeah, somebody just posted the vestibular system on the chat here, a live stream. But the vestibular system doesn't detect motion. That was something I was taught growing up, that it detects motion. It doesn't. It detects acceleration. Big difference. And we are able to detect acceleration pretty easily. We're not very good at detecting velocity. All we can do with velocity is measure that relative motion with respect to something else.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, doofus Danny, the dipshit astronomer, since the Earth in your ball-tart spinning space monkey religion is rotating, hence has an angular velocity, ergo the Earth is constantly accelerating, and
we are able to detect acceleration pretty easily.
Can you please explain to us why we can't detect it easily? Por favor?
You are so dumb. Damn.
Hey, welcome to the show, guys. Got a great one lined up for you today. I'm lying. If you'd like to support this channel, there are PayPal and Patreon links in the info box below. I think we have the beautiful Betty Van Velsen connected in Discord. Let's see how she's doing, and we can get on with it. Betty!
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Yep, I'm here. That was really good. You usually do this. Yeah.
I'm still the beautiful Betty van Velsen, right? And I'm trying to be like uppity up. Because just now I had a little conversation with Neil, which wasn't that sort of nice.
What
In
are
the
you talking
sense
about?
well, about
Jello?
no, the times that we are in right now.
Oh, brother.
Yep. Yeah, you can't deal with that, John, I know, but Neil and I were talking about that, and yeah, so we need to keep our eyes on Jesus and be like sort of cheerful, right?
Well, that's true. I mean, that part of it, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not always that easy, when
It's not.
it seems that your whole world is like collapsing in on itself.
It's not. It's really strange times. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I look out at it and I'm like, what on earth is going on here? I mean, with different facets, different subject areas, and different cultures and different peoples, it's so much different than, I don't know, just 5 years ago.
Yeah, something turned it around, all right, because there's an agenda to be followed. But you say so much different cultures and peoples and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to the sort of the whole main theme that is sort of reverberating for on the earth, in the sense of what kind of regulations they are now after, right? They have all of these issues come up, like airports run over with too little of people that work there, so too much people that are wanting to embark on planes. It's happening everywhere. Everywhere they want to get rid or tax farmers. Everywhere there's a housing problem. Everywhere it's still that whole C-19, right? is still
Right?
maybe coming back, whatever the threat of that, and it's all happening now, right? And it's
Right?
not just
No,
in
not
one
right.
culture.
No.
It's not in one culture. It's everywhere at the same time, and they take advantage now of the many like languages, right? Because they don't
No, not
think that
right.
everybody will will understand English or understand German or the French and whatever, right? So
No, not right.
it's shut up, John.
I was
Serious.
wondering where you're gonna catch up there. You must have said
Yeah.
right 4 or 5 times. I'm there. Nope, not right. You kept going.
Yeah, because I want to make a point here. And it's
Okay,
not
I'm
to
sorry. Let me
shut
be
up.
all right. Let me be serious and let you make a point. Go ahead.
I already tried to end the point, right? And there you go. And that's the whole thing, you know. People like you just
Uh-oh.
like whipping it away. It's like it's nowhere, making fun of it, and while the whole world is on fire.
What? Now it's a backstab. I was just
That pisses me off big
calling
time.
you out on the right.
Yeah, it pisses me off. I mean, this is a serious topic.
Okay, Godzilla. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking over your job.
No, go on. I think the shoe is on the other foot. I'm now the lead of the show here.
You're now the lead of the show here. Due to lack of substance, no doubt.
No,
Godzilla.
you don't have substance. That's the whole point.
Godzilla. Can I get to this super chat?
Well, maybe if you get on with it.
Godzilla, Danny Failure, and the 3 Million Space Monkeys, I like the phraseology, is a great movie if you can suspend your disbelief. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Godzilla. Appreciate it. Go ahead, Betty. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, well, I'll let you lead the show now. I'm out for the time being. I think I said enough.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or not, give your points its due time, but we had talked about the right thing before.
Again?
We had talked about saying or making comments and saying right after each one. So I was just, we had conversed
Yeah,
about this.
but you need to sort of time and have the ability to choose a correct moment to do that.
You're saying my timing's poor.
Yeah, and it depends on the topic when you're gonna do this. I mean, if you're in the middle of a presentation and you just want to make the point, and someone makes fun of you, it's kind of not nice, is it? Pisses you off, anyways. I remember those days when the people would do that, and you would literally fly off the handle.
No way.
Oh yeah, I'll rip your throat out.
That is not true.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely. I have it on tape.
Well, listen, you could charge me with poor timing, right? But
Check.
Check, right? yeah.
Office time.
Yeah, you're right. But you didn't have to go whole over the top. I don't care about these things.
Well, maybe apologize and then we can move on.
I did. I said I was sorry for it. You're correct. It was poor timing.
Thanks. Let's move on.
There's nothing to move on to because I lack substance. and
well,
Adam.
There was a long show this afternoon. I think I saw you guys like, well, over 6 still in Discord with Nathan on the show about something.
Yeah, it was a pretty long. Yeah,
it
was a pretty long show. I would suppose. Yeah, it put the screws to me because I'm doing stuff in the background. Archery. I got so many, logs on the fire with archery. It's just so many. Nothing's going right. Murphy's always lurking. I'll tell you a story in a second because I do have substance there. And it just kept on going on, and I'm sitting there, dudes, I got to get a haircut. I kept on saying it, right? I got to go. But I find it hard when I'm on the show to go when it's right, when I don't know. And another thing, I don't know when it's ever going to end. Sometimes the after show is like 15 minutes. Sometimes it's 5 hours. You never know when he's going to say, and with that.
Usually when you have done your final point.
Yes, usually, or right when I enter the stream, that's what I hear. And that's and with that,
Yeah,
too funny.
true. And you needed a haircut, right?
I did need it. That was my overall plan since Friday because I should have got the haircut for this weekend because it's so darn hot. It's like a blast furnace here. It's going to get stupid tomorrow. The hottest day of the year is tomorrow. And Friday is not going to be the whole week. Oh, the whole week. No rain. I cut the grass. I let the grass go for 3 weeks because we didn't have any rain. It was so stinking hot. And when I did that, I protected it. This is really important flat earth stuff. So I protected it. All the neighbors around, all their grass burned up. But mine was long because I didn't cut it because I know better. So, but even though it's been that long and you're saying, well, John, why'd you finally cut it? Well, you know how the grass gets uneven and some stuff grows up because it has a little more shade and other stuff, it doesn't grow as fast. So it looked unkept, even though it was still somewhat greenish. And I said, so I asked my wife so I could blame her. So I said, you know, do you want me to cut the grass? And I said, listen, and they were saying a chance of rain Saturday and Sunday. Chance, just a chance. I was looking at the radar and stuff and what they were coming up with, and I'm sitting there, I don't think it's going to rain. I said, honey, if it doesn't rain, I cut this grass Friday, it's over. Well, guess what?
It's over?
Yeah. Yeah, it's over. It rained. Saturday, it rained for 90 seconds.
Oh, yeah, that's not enough. Nearly
No,
enough.
it just pissed. I said, come on. Give us like 20, in the spring, we were flooded. I'm sitting there, come on, just a little bit, just like 20, 25 minutes of a really bad, really, really strong downpour. And that would, get me going at least through the week. Nope. And I'm not putting friggin' sprinklers outside to water the grass. I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Because it's a pain in the butt.
Did you say unkempt?
Unkept.
Oh, okay, I thought you were pulling a sleeping warrior.
No, unkept. Yeah, I'm not doing the sprinklers. No.
Why not?
It's outside.
And?
There you go. That's it.
Well, is the water so expensive?
It's not.
Outdoors?
It's not. It's just a pain in the ass. I don't have the sprinkler system, the underground sprinkler system. I have to be one of those doofuses that walk around with the hose and friggin' sprinkler and change it, right?
So?
It's not like I got a little patch of grass. I got 2 acres of grass I got to... No, I'm not doing that.
Nice.
Ain't happening.
Lazy.
Ain't happening. It's not laziness. I'm not walking out in that bacon oven.
Well, there's a sprinkler there. You can stand up.
Aren't you supposed to water the grass at sundown?
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yes. Good point, Neil. Listen to Neil.
What?
So
What did you say?
all these listen up, Betty. Neil, he's correct. A lot of these numpties, they water their grass during the day with the sun out. That's the worst thing you can do. The best time to water your grass is at night and then shut it off during the day. Why? Well, because the sun shining on that water, right? You following this?
Sweetheart, I learned from my dad. He always did do the sprinklers late at night.
Yep.
In the evenings, basically when the sun was going down.
Yep.
And then we as kids would play underneath the sprinklers.
Yep.
To cool down a little. Oh yeah, so I know all that.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do use sprinklers.
Yeah, but your yards are like 3 foot by 4 foot.
Yeah, but there's many people that have larger yards and still they are like watering at least the flowering beds and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. Well, we do that with the roses. I'm sure everyone tuned in to find out my landscaping and my grass care habits.
You know what they call a hose in Brooklyn?
Oh, no.
They call it an Italian broom. because all the zips are outside with their hose spraying the sidewalk. Instead of sweeping, they would spray it.
Yeah.
And we used to go up to them and drink the water, because you're playing ball and you're sweating.
Yeah.
We would stick our face right in the hose. Never had a problem.
I remember back in the day when I was born in the city, and I moved to the country, quote unquote, when I was 7, and stayed there. But in the city, what they'd do on really hot summer days is they'd open up the fire hydrants.
Yeah, but see, there's a small side and a big side.
Yeah, the big
back
side.
in the day, you open a small side up and you would scrape like a Pepsi can was different. It was like a vegetable can. And you would scrape both sides, take the top and bottom off. And if you were strong enough, you go behind the fire hydrant, stick the can on there, and start spraying it. Like you would control the water. We call it going under full force.
I don't know what you're talking about. They opened up the big fat side and sprayed serious. It was serious spray. So I remember that. Running through that.
Oh, nobody.
Neil, you're roboting bad, dude. Drop out and come back in. It's only me and Betty here. That'll be scary.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid right now.
Quivering, huh? In your boots.
Quivering in my boots. That's it. So yes,
Neil?
we got off sprinklers to the fire hydrants. That's what I remember back in the day.
I think your grass will survive because one little shower of rain will just revive it. So.
No, it won't. The heat is going to be too intense this week. It's gonna turn to almost powder, the grass.
Then
Yeah.
I should just give it some water.
No, not going to do it.
Even just a flare of water.
No, because a flare. See, you're thinking of this 2 or 3 by 4 foot patch. I can't just give a flare. It's too much grass. So there you have it. So my grass is going to die. Whoa.
Well, then you need a new one, right? Then you need to seed in new.
It'll come back next spring.
No, that's what I'm saying. It will revive itself, crying out loud.
Yeah, next spring, but not this summer. It won't.
Oh well, I think you're wrong. I think that you sort of overestimate the whole nature thing.
Really? You want me to?
Underestimate. Sorry.
Really? Okay. Do you want me to go out and take a picture of the grass now, and then we'll compare next week and the week after and the week after?
Well, it depends. Whether I can't predict rain for the next few days. Right?
I could predict it for the next week. They said I can't. I'm listening to the weather guys and the weather girls on TV, but they said that perhaps
weather girls.
Yeah, the weather girls, that perhaps there's some rain Saturday and Sunday, but I'm not banking on that. Not that. Out in California and stuff, forget about it, man. They can't do anything.
But you're almost in the middle of a desert. What can you expect?
Yep. Yeah, I seen something. What's that lake? Is it Lake Mead? Is that in Vegas? Near Vegas? Lake Mead?
Yeah,
anyone?
it's almost gone. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. Oh, well, video of it. There are these guys that are trying to go there and fish. And they see all kinds of boats that have been sunk years ago, I think.
Yeah, and barrels that were cemented down with bodies in it.
Yeah. They aren't allowed to go and do investigations, I think, on or some. They can't even go with metal detectors.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. I lived out near there for 5 years, and I can remember going because we went up to the dam. Right when we first got to or went to Vegas, everyone goes to the dam, right? And I can remember looking out. That was in 2005. So I standing right in the middle of the dam. You could look out on Lake Mead, and they have this big white line where the highest water has been, And it was well below that, right? It was about, I don't know, 40, 50 feet below that white line. Today, it's hundreds of feet, the water line below that white line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're hurting characters out there. That's for sure. I'm glad I'm not out there anymore.
Well, the thing is, I heard some years ago that there was a big factory of mineral water getting water out of one of these lakes that was like sinking fast. And I think that in California, you can't even collect your own rainwater, right? It comes just from the sky. You can't even have a barrel to collect rainwater.
Why not?
It's like forbidden. It's forbidden.
It's forbidden to collect rainwater?
Yeah, I've heard that. Yes. So I'm thinking, what are they doing? Like, it's a way to just control people, right? Control the water, control the people.
I don't know. That sounds like you just made that up.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right. All right.
Well, at least you live in the middle of the land country. I think the strangeness will go on more on the coasts.
Yeah, on the coast, it's always a little crazier than the heartland.
I think so. And
Am I
since
coming in better?
Yes.
I
since
sent
all
the
the
picture. Sorry, Betty.
That's good. Neil, go ahead and rumpus Betty. Oh,
I'm
brother.
sorry. I sent the picture of Master B of the fire hydrant control if you want to take a look at it.
Oh, brother.
Well, yeah, the CERN is like did a thing today, right?
CERN turned their fire hydrant on?
Yeah. The Hadron Collider was like going on today.
No,
It's
fire
going to-
hydrant, not the Hadron Collider.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's a thing too, by the way.
So I got to go all the way to Master B. Why don't you put it here right in BALLBUSTERS live stream text?
Because that's too easy for
Okay.
Yeah,
you.
because that's too easy for me. Because I got to trip
Well,
over.
we need to challenge you a little bit
Oh,
more.
brother.
Because here now that you are not going out to water the plants or the lawn. Well,
So
more
I
than
got to. What I got to do is negotiate all the lack of substance to get to the fire hydrant picture.
Well, to get substance, you need to do the hard work.
It's in BALLBUSTERS.
And BALLBUSTERS live stream text, it is not, because I'm sitting right here in it.
You're sitting in it? How can you sit in the chat?
I'm in the BALLBUSTERS live stream text chat. It's yeah, that's how we say it. Figure of speech.
Ah.
All right, how many listeners? Oh, we got a few listeners. They're sticking with this. Lack of sub. I should rename this lack of subs. QE live, lack of substance show.
It's really become a thing, huh?
Yeah, because I was thinking about, well, do I want to do a show on a specific topic? And I'm sitting there, not real. I mean, I really don't have to. We've been going at it for a while now. I mean, cowbell after cowbell, it's just been flowing out. It's good to take it like a respite from it, like put the brakes on a little bit so people can appreciate, they get the whole wide view, and then they'll appreciate when there's cowbell. So we have these shows in betwixt.
Ah, okay. Okay, so we will wait for the cowbell to ring then.
Well, yeah, it's not. It sounds like it's not going to ring today. I'm still waiting on Neil.
Yesterday I was turning on my phone, and one time I saw Reg Reddick had a video out again.
No way!
I thought that he was like disappeared or something, but no, apparently he was there.
How to get out of incoherent jail free card?
He had a P9. What was it? P1000.
So what?
And I think that he got one from someone, and he was having a sort of a video about that. And he said that he had made a photo of a transit of the ISS over the moon. And he said, "Oh, I even captured when they docked the station to the space station."
I bet you they were lining up for that one.
This was not only that, but was about the P1000 and about whatever. I didn't even watch the whole thing, but he said, well, the P1000 isn't a telescope. It isn't this, it isn't that, and that sort of thing. But instead of showing us basically black swan pictures, right? Just all talk and no business.
Yeah,
basically.
they have
nothing.
They have lack of substance on purpose.
You know, I talked about a black swan, and I saw one in my TV in the background. Isn't that
Really?
strange? Yeah, just the long neck and the head of the black swan. Unbelievably synchronicity thing going on here.
Damn, Brian's here. He's here to save us. Hey, you old potato farmer, what's up?
I'm not here to save you.
Oh,
well, go on, Betty. Sorry.
Are you here to just put the screws on QE for having no contact?
No, I'm not allowed to do that. You're allowed. I'm not. Well,
Yeah, that's true.
Just because you're on the black swan subject, the most bizarre thing is the amount of people that don't understand the argument, considering how simple it is. That's the most bizarre thing.
Yeah. And they go on red herrings and all that kind of other things.
No, they don't. They go, refraction. But Brian's right. They don't understand if they understood the argument, they would never say refraction, because refraction is the word that I want them to say that destroys their argument, but they're too stupid to even realize it. So, speaking about refraction, that's what I wanted to get to.
Really?
Because, yeah, I have an archery-related refraction subject.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm looking at with a lens, a magnification lens. I already got a magnification lens in my scope right now. It's only a 4 times. It's not that big a deal. And I got a clarifier in my peep. My peep sight has a little bit of glass in it too. I'm liking glass. And it's it's not the best lens. I'm not talking about the peep one. I'm talking about the one in my scope. It's not the best lens, and sometimes it's a little difficult to see things. And I need to see what I'm shooting at. I mean, it's critically important for me. I don't know about anyone. You could talk to other archers and even firearms experts. I don't really care what they have to say. For me, I need to see what I'm shooting at, especially in archery when you're getting down to really, really tiny spots, right? And especially in 3D, the 3D courses, they have different types of animals with different colors, and the scoring rings are the same color, and it's really hard to make them out, even 20 feet away, let alone 50 to 70 yards away. So now I got binos and stuff. I got some really, really good binoculars. But that's all good for binoculars, but I need to see it when I'm aiming. So I'm gonna get to the punchline here in a second. So I went searching for a lens because as we all know, with lenses, the light's gonna refract. That's actual refraction, right? And sometimes that causes some problems in some poor lenses because you get what they call chromatic aberration from all the different types of light coming through the lens at the same time. They'll just refract differently, and it brings about chromatic aberration. So I'm searching and searching, and I come up on this lens called the Achromat Doublet. So what this lens does is it fixes all of those different speeds of light or different refractive angles and fixes that. And you can see targets more clearly. So the problem is it's $280. That's the problem. That's the big problem. And not only the price,
How much did you say? 200 and what?
$280.
That archery is like golden, right?
Yeah,
For these
it's a
that
money
are like
hole.
giving these, yeah,
It's a money.
unbelievable.
Oh God. Go ahead.
I just said unbelievable. Nothing more.
So, 280. Now, I need to get that sucker center drilled too. Because what I do is I put pieces of fiber. I wrap around the fiber around my scope. And then I put that fiber, I bring it up through the bottom and then right through the center drill of my scope. So when I look through it, I got a light in there because of the ambient light outside. Right? Everyone following this, right? I got a green one in there now because it's easiest to see green through that scope. However, there are some occasions that when it's really shady, like you're in shade, I mean, real, like dark shade, not, with very little ambient light. Usually happens in the evenings or really thick cover, foliage. And the animals are like sunlit. They don't even have to be sunlit. They could just be, they could be dark too. And it's hard to see the reticle. It's hard to see the light because it doesn't pop on. So this is my other problem. But here's the solution. You see, I got a sight light inside my scope, but it's UV light, right? And I got the light in there is UV. So my mission right now, not only with the lens and all the clarifier, and we're not even going to get to that. Now I got to figure out, number one, there's two problems. The fiber, some of the fiber thicknesses are too thick. So if a target's really far away, my fiber thickness covers a good part of the target. I can't have that. So I got to they do offer thinner fibers, but that has its own problems, right? You got to be able to see it. So I'm working that stuff out. I got some 10,000th diameter fiber coming just to test it out. But like I said, I'm going to get the blue fiber. So the blue is sensitive to ultraviolet. So anytime you walk outside, man, there's ultraviolet everywhere, even overcast, man. You're getting smacked by ultraviolet rays. So it's going to pipe that thing up. It's going to be bright. But I need to test it in severe shade, and I need to test my light to see if it's going to brighten that fiber up. So that's the end of the story. Good story? Everyone sleeping?
Apparently, yes.
Okay, that's the story. So that's the missions that I'm on. There's another couple ancillary missions to that, but we won't go into that because I know you get too excited.
Well, it wasn't a... Sorry, man.
Go on, Brian.
I'm just saying it wasn't the worst story I've heard. I followed along with it.
Oh, thanks.
It was an 8 out of 10, I'd say, as far as stories go. Because you're good at telling stories. So, a story doesn't have to have a lot of a Duke or a cowbell. It just, the person telling it has to keep your attention. And my attention was kept throughout that.
Well,
So,
thank you. That was very nice to say. Betty, did you hear that?
Not really. He was doing the chat.
Yeah, I figured as much. Go on, Brian.
Well, I remember you saying something about not being able to, having a problem with the sun. How when it gets too hot, you can't go out and do the archery. Well, there was a guy in Japan that came up with this hat a few years ago where the top of the hat has a pole coming off of it, and at the top of the pole is a big umbrella. So that you mightn't look very cool, but it might solve the problem. You won't.
Oh no, Brian. You're not getting it. That is so hot. It's in the shade. It's bad in the shade, dude. I've got plenty of shade on my little range that I have because I can take a break and go into the shade. But no. This is a blast furnace. We're up at 100. Today is supposed to be over 100 degrees heat index. That's combined the temperature and the humidity. Let me tell you something, man. It is a friggin' smokehouse out there. So
Okay.
How the
An
hell do
umbrella's
you
not going to fix
share
it.
with freaking Ballbusters live stream?
what?
Holy shoot. How do you do it? How do I get this picture there?
Betty, can you help Neil out? Betty, are you there?
With what?
Jeez, at least answer me, for goodness sakes.
Yeah, I was on mute.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because I wanted to avoid echoes and typing. So
I got you. Thank you.
otherwise I get mute, Betty, mute, mute,
Mute. Mute.
mute. So why did I need help? Who does need help? For
Who
real.
needs help? Neil.
And is really asking for it.
Where did this go? Yeah, Neil needs help. He can't find the Ballbusters live stream here in Discord.
Oh, you must have clicked on one of the categories, and then it changes up all the. You just see the.
No, I have it, but how do I share a picture with that?
Oh, a picture. Okay, you go into, and then you have these icons behind it. Oh, yeah, on your phone, I think, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, at least he's cordial. Isn't that good?
He's respectful.
Also.
Also. Why can't I find these? Shut up, Neil.
Don't get on his nerves. Let me see if I. Do we have to do administrative stuff?
Oh,
here?
geez. Luminous or ether.
Forget it. I'll figure it out. Don't sweat it. Keep going with this extravagant joke.
Is it the plus sign, maybe, that you have to do? Yeah, you have to do plus,
Yes.
and then you can do that.
Yeah, the plus next to the text chat, and then you have options then.
Exactly, yeah. Or you can go to your files where you have your pictures and then move it over, share it to Discord. That's also an option. But then you have to know which text chat you have to have, which is more difficult because we have a lot of that seem alike.
So then how would I get it from Ballbusters Discord to the live chat, the live stream chat? Because I sent it to Ballbusters.
Oh, but you have it on your phone already, right?
What's that?
You have it on your phone in the gallery, right?
Yes.
So why don't you just go to the chat where you need to put it in, right? And then you hit the plus sign and you just get it out of your gallery again.
I'll try.
All right, so we have some semblance of what I'm talking
He
about
could
here.
have already had it out of the Ballbusters chat, but he's just too lazy to do so.
Like I was saying. So for some visual backup for what I'm trying to say, if you can look at YouTube right now, see, I got a picture of what I'm talking about. With
What's that weird split there? I mean, why is it looped?
With my scope. So what I do, right, this is my scope right here. And what I do is I like contrast when I'm aiming. So you see that fiber right there, right? It's wrapped around the outside. So it's gathered. Now I'm inside right now, so it's not going to be very bright. So I wrap the fiber around here a couple times. It's just a long, thin, as you can see, it comes up through the bottom, right? And it comes, and I got a center drill, and I bring it through the center, and I flare it with heat just a little bit so it doesn't pull back out through the center, if everyone follows that. And it provides me just a little bigger light. Now, I put this blue circle around that because it gives me, just in case the light's not working all that well, I got the blue reticle or the circle that I could somehow, you know what I'm saying? You could more or less frame your target in the middle and shoot. Everyone follow that? Hopefully. Let's see what the next picture is. Yeah, that's a little rough. You can see it shining though. I'm outside. I'm underneath the tree outside. Got some flowers down here. Let's see the next one. Just a little better one. Right? So you can see the fiber shining. I'm outside. Think I'm in some sunlight. It doesn't do it justice just because of the camera and my phone and stuff, but you guys get the idea. Right? So that's what I'm looking for now. The problem is, if I use the blue light, the UV blue one, I have to remove this blue reticle out of here. I need some contrast. This is a whole other mission, right? Because the only reticles that I can find that fit this, the people don't make them anymore. You wouldn't believe it. They had a picture of it that they're selling, the UV circle kit. So I went on their website and they had a picture of it. And they had the exact ones I was looking for. I'm going for the red ones because red can be bright in sunlight and be dark. I need it to be dark when I want it to be dark, especially on light targets. So I'm looking for the red one. So I call them up. I say, you have this dot kit. Are these the exact same dot kit am I going to get when I purchase them? They said, nope, that's the old dot kit. I said, would you by chance have any old dot kit? And they said, hold on. So they got back with me about 2 hours later. They searched the headquarters and they found 3 sheets of the old dot kit number. Great. They said, yep, we have green, yellow, and orange. No reds. I said, you gotta be kidding me, right? I'm here, Murphy. Where's that Murphy at? I'm gonna strangle him. So they didn't have the red one, so I was just saying, oh my God, here we go. So I asked the company, I said, hey, can you tell me the company's name that you used to purchase those decals from? So they gave me the company's name, so I had to get in touch with them, and guess what? That's right, you got it. They can make it for me. So, but that took some time and some effort. All right, that's it. That's the end of my story. Good? Did I keep everyone's attention?
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're almost at the point of having all the perfect gear for what you want. Almost.
You got that right. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to order that doublet, the Acromat doublet. Now, I'm not going to get it center drilled, but before I even think about paying that kind of money, I need to test it. So I'm going to have them send the one not center drilled. That's fine. I'll put it in my scope and just draw back and see what I see. And I'll tell you what, it better light my fire. You're following. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Can I ask a question?
No.
What will happen? Well, this is important. What will happen if you are out in the woods someday and a bear turns up, and all you have is some rubbish, not rubbish, but let's say old type bow and arrow system nearby?
He would miss.
What?
Yeah, that's what.
That's funny. Betty and I were just talking about that. What do you mean old bow and arrow? I'll have my setup.
No, he means what would happen if you just had a normal curved bow and an arrow. Would you be as good as you were as you could have a compound bow? No, right? Because the whole thing is rigged so much so in your favor that it's hard to miss.
And see a bear? You forgot about the bear.
You won't see it because
No, because I'd be running.
Well, because you have bad eyesight, right?
No, I wouldn't see it because it would be buttholes and elbows. Yeah, they say don't run away from bears, but you don't know how I run.
Well, poorly.
No. You don't know how I run with the absolute fear of God in me.
Well, it's not the fear of God; it's the fear of the bear, right?
Especially through the wood line.
Hmm.
I got practice with that. I'll tell you that much. Because that's a special skill. Now, I'm telling you, you get all
When
these,
is the last time you did that then?
you get all these track athletes that, like my son, who's really good, by the way, that run track and do cross country, but running through a wood line is a whole different ball game. Tell you that.
True. Yeah, because you got holes and branches and low-hanging branches and stuff.
We got some low hanging fruit out there.
Hopefully, you can refresh yourself with it.
Yeah, that wasn't a good question there, Brian.
Well, Brian, there is a guy out there that has a regular, like, normal bow, right? Just a piece of string and basically wood. And he can fire in a jump that he makes 3 arrows at a time, one after another.
And catch them
still
before
the
they hit.
Yeah, before he hits the ground again. And he can hit something with 3 arrows, right? They can even hit a water droplet that falls from a water tap. I've seen that. And so there are these people that are having the real skill.
Like
No,
real
wait a
arrows.
second. Wait a second. The real skill.
I knew he was getting buttered all the time. But you have the old-fashioned guys that can do it without all the attributes that cost a lot of money, by the way, because they know you have numpties that will buy those things, right?
Here we go. It's like backstab. It's like that. So
It's so
now
easy, man. You're like a hanging watermelon curved whatever.
oh, that's a hanging watermelon sized curveball.
yeah. And I'm smashing the hell out of that thing.
It's like whack-a-mole with you. It's like fair game. It's open season on QE, duck season, rabbit season, QE season with you.
Yeah. Every time. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're the only one that can actually get away with it.
Luckily, yeah.
Yeah, too funny.
You'd be more prone to be like John Rambo, considering your military background, with using old bows and arrows and making them up yourself when necessary and getting really good in that way.
Rambo, Rambo. I saw. Wait a second. I seen some cams with Rambo.
Yeah, I had a sort of a little like it was a curved bow, but there was some cams on there. Yeah.
I don't know about the original movie. I'd have to go back. That was some horse pucky. He's not firing those explosives off that explosive arrow tips out of a friggin' wood stick of wood. That ain't happening.
No, he had a good bow then. I think that he put it together. He had it on him, right?
Yeah, that was back in the day, though, wasn't it? That was the compound bow technology wasn't all that in a bag of chips back then. But
I had a poster with him on it and shooting that bow or at least pointing with that bow and arrow.
Do you remember the cams?
Well, I seen some pictures later that resembled it.
Well,
He actually says load die, and he shoots the arrow.
Let's check it. We have the technology. Rambo shooting
bow. I think it's.
Come on, the best is when he comes out of the mud.
Yeah, that is.
See him when
You're
he
right.
just comes out of the mud.
Yeah, I agree.
Rambo 2, I think.
These are GIFs. Hold on a second. Let me get some photos. That looks like a stick bow. I don't see any cams.
I thought that he had little ones at the end. Well, doesn't matter. I mean, right?
That's a gift. I'm just getting gifts. What about photos, dudes?
I'm still trying to figure this out. I think I sent the picture to Brian.
No, I can't. Why? I hit images, not gifs, Google, you numpty. Nope, it's just giving me gifs. Yeah, I'm not getting it. It looks like he's shooting a recurve. Yeah. All right. Yeah, well, it's Mock's next anyway. Get that. Back to the substance of the show.
Well, I was referring more to the very first Rambo, where he kind of had nothing, and he had to make do with whatever he could get. He had a knife, I think, and that was all that he actually had that was any good, and a good pair of boots.
Yeah, and a good pair of boots. Yeah, yeah, and a bandana.
And a compass. Yeah. A compass in his.
He had a
knife.
compass in his knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't believe in compasses anymore. That's what I heard the other day.
Well, it's a question of whether you believe or not, right?
I'm serious. Somebody was that today or was it yesterday, Brian?
Yesterday.
Yeah,
So, someone was talking about the compass.
Yeah, he said I don't know if I believe in the compass. I'm like, what the world? So there's a point, people, that you could become. Your whole philosophy is skeptical. There's nothing wrong with a healthy type of skeptical, but once you reach that point, you might as well kiss it goodbye. You're done for.
I give you picture one in one picture. It's a black and white.
Where is it?
There he has little cams on that bow.
Oh yeah. Let's pull that up. Of course,
and
it's
also
from.
Wheels have arrived, I think.
All right, there we go, people. See the cams? Which one?
But not on every bow that he has. He has also where he hasn't got them.
Look at the little cams on there. It's like little booties. Compare that cam to I gotta
to his webcam.
To where'd the title go? Hold on a second. So that cam, let me put them back to back. One second. Hey, why'd you do that? To that cam. Or those cams. Right?
Did you put them side by side?
I can't put them side by side for some reason.
Too bad.
So let's get back to the other cam. I'll pop up the other cam. So we could do it that way. That cam, see those two cams? Look like little booties. To that. Why don't you just pull up like that? There you go. Yeah. This is a smoke wagon, people. I'm telling
you. In the sense of what?
Say again?
Smoke wagon for what?
Smoke. It launches friggin' flaming damn arrows. When I shoot, it's like a vapor trail coming off it.
Hence your bad eyes.
Say again.
Hence your bad eyes.
Hence, I don't have bad eyes.
In the sense that you need glasses because there's no vapor coming off of your.
I'm telling you, there should be.
Of course not. It's in your mind.
You can hear. I'm telling you, you can hear that.
but that's the wind, right? And the velocity.
Let's take a look at. Let's take a look at there's the other picture. Now, this is cowbell.
Ding, 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 ding.
This is substance.
Oh, God.
And there she is, the sexy bow beast. I'm so addicted to it. I have to admit. I really, really enjoy it. Maybe too much.
Did you say that you were actually after entering a few competitions as well?
Not yet. Not
He's-
yet.
I heard wrong.
Not yet. I'm not that stupid.
No, you're pretty good, right? You're pretty good shooter already, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I'd put myself. I'm okay. I can beat out veteran hunters. I played tic-tac-toe the other day and smoked them.
Yeah, wanted to say, yeah. And it was not a big tic-tac-toe field, right? It was really small.
Oh, where is that? Did I save that?
I don't know.
Let me see if I could go track that down. I don't think I. Did I put that? 1 second. Where did I put that? I'll bet you it's in Skype. Right? Yes?
Yes, in Skype.
Yeah, but that's a long search.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Are you really going to do that now?
I'm going to show it. You brought it up.
You brought it up yourself. Oh, wait a minute, I got it.
There you
That
go.
far up. Yeah.
So,
Far up.
yeah. So we had some we got some veteran archers. I'm over in the archery shop the other day, and they have a 13-yard. So from here, from this target, whole target, the furthest back that I can get is 13 yards. So what they decided to do was they like to play tic-tac-toe with arrows, with shooting. So it was a lot of fun, man. The day before this, they had a white target with thin black lines. You couldn't see the damn spaces. Right? So, in fact, I was trying so hard to see those spaces that evening, about 11 o'clock at night, my eyes physically hurt. The only way I could soothe them was to close it. Right? Just go to sleep. Right? So, the next day, the guy said, I'm going to hook it up. I'm going to make it better. And he laminated this. And it said, like I said, let's see if we get it closer. There you go, tic-tac-toe. And I just took a random, right in between when we were shooting, I just took a random picture of it just for old-timey sake. Right? So, we started shooting at this at 13 yards. And, of course, when you're playing tic-tac-toe, you want to get the middle one because you can pivot easier, and whoever gets the middle, it's a little bit easier to finish off the opponent. So we're starting to shoot, right? I'm going to tell you, 13-yard, this is tiny. And my dot was covering most of this target. That's how bad it is. That's why I said I wanted to try a little smaller pen or fiber. But anyway, we took a couple shots, right? And obviously this is well into the game. And you can see where some were off pretty much. But we shot it like 2 times, and then I said, I'm going for it. So guess which one that is? I center drilled it inside out of that friggin' center punch right there. So that was the beginning of the end for him. So, and then I hit this one right here. Then he blocked me up here. Then I hit this one down here. And then this was the winner right here. One of these are mine. I think this one was mine, trying to shoot this one to finish him off. I couldn't do it. There was too many arrow holes at the end, and it was difficult to see to begin with. And I was trying to, look at the target and then draw back and see it in my scope. With a 4 power, I could hardly even see it. And what I was doing, I was aiming up here because this was less adulterated and I could see this okay. And what I was trying to do was come in here and then just let, for lack of a better term, gravity just roll me down to here. And I tried like 6 times and I wasn't doing it. And I said, let me try to go up. And that wasn't working either. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over here to the right and come to the left because this one was I could see this one clearly besides this hole right here. So the moment I did that right, boom, center drilled that one and the game was over. So there you go. Wanted to share that with you. Good story, right? Kept your attention?
I like it.
So what's happening? I missed
Oh,
a few
goodness. Okay, here we
minutes
go.
of my life. Where is it? Where was it going to?
Here
Tell
we
it
go.
again.
Here, hold on a second. We got Neil. He finally made it. Let's see what I need to do here. No, not that one. That one. There we go. Here's Neil's picture after an hour. All right, Neil, go over.
Wait a second. I succeeded?
Yep.
Holy shit, I didn't even know it.
Yep, you did. So there you go. Boy, this is old-timey, man. These look like 50s. This looks like in the 50s. How about the truck? Ooh. That may
That's
be even
correct.
that may be even further back.
But if you would get behind that and just with the can in your hand with the 2 sides opened up
Right?
and just, you would be able to control that like a fire hose and soak everybody.
Oh, I see. This was coming out quite slow. He's doing something to this because the ones that back in the day they turned them in such a way that they shot like a, how would you say, a vertical stream?
Yeah,
like
they came flying out faster.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like a cross-section vertical stream that came out, and the kids you'd get a, then that's what these kids are doing. Yeah, wow, that's back in the day, man. Those are some hot bathing suits there, Neil.
Listen, that's Google, not me.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the end of that. So, that's the end of the substance-filled show. Let's see how many people we got watching left. 55. They didn't leave. They like this stuff.
Well, they like the side chat.
There's Betty keeping it real.
Yeah.
All right, so now you got the stories, everything. You're all caught up to date on the archery debate for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's a money pit. That's what I think.
It is a very expensive hobby if you make it so.
If you make it so. Yeah,
So-
well, if you're like highly critical and super sensitive and super like onto it, right?
If you're super into it like I am, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to limit
You're
the
dead?
amount of excuses. What did you say? I rumpushed you. What did you say?
You're dead.
Yeah, my debt. Yeah, that's one thing for sure. So what I really enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, then I wouldn't be spending this kind of, it's really getting outrageous. But I want to make it so I don't have to have the best of the best of the best, right? It's not that. I just want to have a system where I have no excuses. It's not going to be my equipment that is going to be my downfall. So, Brian, back to your point. Yeah, I want to do some competitions. You betcha. Just not right now, right? I got to practice, and I want my equipment to be at such a level where that's not an excuse. I want it to be, if it's going to be anything, it's going to be me. Follow?
And then it wind. I didn't stand right. There was a tick digging in my heels.
Yes. Well, I got my
I
list
got-
of excuses. That's another subject.
Chicken bites hurting me. A bumblebee flew by.
Hey, I told you the other day, I'm out there just practicing. It takes me about 20, 25 arrows. I'm not really concerned about where I'm hitting. I'm shooting a big old bag target. And I'm out there practicing. I get to the third arrow. I'm at full draw, just getting ready to release it. And a damn bee flies in my ear. And, and I release the arrow, right? And it's like in slow motion. I'm there. Oh no, dumpster fire. And the arrow, it just vapor trails right over the target, right into the wood line. All you hear is through the trees.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't be trying to encourage you to go into competitions or that. Now, I'm not bothered about that. I just thought that you had said you had, and I knew that you were obviously a very good shot with obviously firearms. So
Yep.
I thought that you might want to do competitions. I thought you had done them.
No,
I mean, you don't have to do them. Like, I mean, the
Yes,
time
I
might
do.
come where you just keep. Okay.
no, yes, I do. That's the goal.
You
Listen.
know, John is very competitive, right? He can't not do it. He needs
So
to win either way.
yeah, but you can't be a numpty. Like, listen, I'm a new guy. I just picked up my first compound bow. It hasn't even been a year. It won't be a year. I just got my bow in December.
Yeah, but there's some things that we have to consider with someone like you and other people out there. Some people shoot like once a week, once a month, right? And you put that into run. I think the amount of arrows that you shot might be even more than some average people, maybe.
In their lifetimes, it's getting close. I've
Yeah.
put, if the weather wasn't that bad, I'd have at least 8,000 arrows. Now I'm hovering. I'm right around just roughly about 5,000 shots from when I first started. Yep.
So yeah, I mean that has to So you're sort of making up time, right, for other people that maybe did this a lifetime and still did it.
Well, yeah. I'm 58 years old. I got a lot of catching up to do, and it has to be quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can still bungee jump and jump out of a plane and that sort of stuff.
No, I don't jump out of perfectly good airplanes.
Perfect. Like you said it.
No. Another thing I don't do that a lot of archers do in the competitions is wear backpacks. That's not happening.
Rucksack.
Yeah, nope. I told them, I said, listen, I got a severe allergy to rucksacks. How can I do this? So, we got another picture, right? And I'm going to tell you, wait, nice segue, Betty.
I didn't even propose a segue.
So,
Did your allergy to rucksacks come from all the years of having to carry one in the military?
yeah, duh.
I thought so.
He doesn't like camo either.
Oh, the camo on the face, that's not happening. Okay, so here we go. This is the most recent. Is that the first? Oh, no, it's not that one. So there you go. So you got the bino case, you got the rangefinder case, and then you got the quiver. Right? So that goes on my chest. That's not a backpack, technically speaking. It's really light, too. I could hardly even feel it while it's on.
So when it went from the back to the front.
yeah, but it's so light. Even though I got some binos in there that are a little hefty, it's so light. I could hardly tell it's on. To be honest with you, because it rides up so high that it's hardly noticeable. And then this is down by my side on my leg. The arrows fit right through here, come up behind me. This is it. I had it on the other day, mucking with it, and it's absolutely perfect. So see, this is some high speed stuff, Matt. Listen to Brian. Yeah, I'm all in, brother.
I understand that. I do.
So I'd like to share that with everyone. It's not that I'm all that in a bag of chips. I just want to be there.
Some people, are you taking the? I'm just a bit of clarity. Are you taking the? Have you got the quiver? Is it the quiver they call it, where they hold the arrows?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you taking them from your leg then?
Yeah.
Around your leg it is. Yeah.
From around my hip.
All right. Some people, do they put them on their leg, on their thigh, or is that not possible?
Yeah, some quivers, they drop down really low. I don't like those because it's banging. I'm going to have to do some trekking through the woodline and up some mountainous terrain. And I don't like things lower than my knee. So
Yeah, understandable.
So I bought that quiver with the idea, because it rides up really high, that I can carry, I can carry small snacks and water. They make those little plastic, one's called platypus, right? You could put a liter of cold, I could put it in or the freezer overnight, and it's plastic and it conforms to any shape. So I can toss one of those in there. So water and, small snacks, I could put, bags of nuts and stuff in here, and I can survive. Like, most of the courses are 5 to 6 hours. Follow?
What about the quivers, where the quiver would be along your lower, let's say horizontal along your lower back? Those ones.
Yeah, I forget that.
Okay.
There's nothing going on my back, dude.
All right. I'm just thinking the lower back, where you could easily get to them, but I don't know. I might thinking from maybe me. I haven't spent years carrying rucksacks, so.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yep. So everyone's up to date on the archery debate, I think. Thanks, Betty.
Hmm?
All right, where are we at here? Let's see if we got anything else.
Well, we were not going to make it long, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Somebody's got to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, let's see what we got going on in here. We've got a pretty good crowd that stayed.
Yeah?
Pretty good crowd for me anyway, because my numbers are all... I don't trust those numbers any darn way.
You mean they're lower?
I don't know if they're that low. They could be lower. I just don't trust the numbers. I was never a numbers type of guy. Likes, dislikes, and viewers and stuff. Even though they could be that low, it's not going to affect me. I reached self-actualization a long time ago. Drop those numbers. Ain't going to matter.
Well, good.
Damn me smoking fools.
That's why you need a new challenge, right?
Yeah, need a new challenge. That's correct. Oh, they're still talking about gyros have been the subject of discussion for the past couple days for some reason. Who brought that up, by the way?
Are you starting a new topic now?
Just a short topic, and then we're going
No, because it's already over 9 here. I wanted to go.
All right. See, Betty wants to go, so Betty's in charge.
You can continue. You may continue, but I might drop off.
No, we're going to go ahead and because of lack of substance, we're gonna end it somewhere around here. So sorry, guys, no substance today, but let me tell you something. There's going to be much substance coming at you. This is just to get you ready for the substance down the road so you can appreciate it. As far as you know. All right, final thoughts, Betty.
On what? Yeah, I'm working on the presentations, but we were maybe doing them this Thursday, but that's not a good day for me. So might be next tentative, right? If you're up to it, then we can maybe do another presentation on the Bible, Bride of Christ.
Yep. Yep. We'll make it tentative, not this Thursday, but the next Thursday. And like I say, it's just tentative. So that in other words, that can change. Okay?
Yes.
All right, guys. All right, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Bye, Betty.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for showing up. Like I said, lack of substance. Hope you got a little bit out of it anyway. There's really not very much to talk about unless a Baltard's going to come up here and show how you can get an elevation angle off a curved adjacent or a curved baseline. If they can't do that, and they never will, then this is all over. I hate to break it to them, but it's all over. So hang in there. If you're in the States on stateside, you're getting smoked by the heat. Pretty much the whole country is, I think. I know the middle of the country's getting smoked. So hang in there. It's going to come out okay, hopefully. I'll catch you on the flip side. Out.
Yeah, somebody just posted the vestibular system on the chat here, a live stream. But the vestibular system doesn't detect motion. That was something I was taught growing up, that it detects motion. It doesn't. It detects acceleration. Big difference. And we are able to detect acceleration pretty easily. We're not very good at detecting velocity. All we can do with velocity is measure that relative motion with respect to something else.
Oh, yeah.
Well then, doofus Danny, the dipshit astronomer, since the Earth in your Baltard spinning space monkey religion is rotating, hence has an angular velocity, ergo the Earth is constantly accelerating, and
we are able to detect acceleration pretty easily.
Can you please explain to us why we can't detect it easily? Por favor?
You are so dumb. Damn.